Hi everyone and welcome back to our Crybaby Whims challenge, and we are unfortunately starting with some bad news because our horse Lily has apparently passed away. So I moved her here to be with everyone else, but I don't really know what happened. I don't know when she died or how she died. Well, we know that it was because of old age, and she was actually on -3 days, so she was supposed to die a couple of days ago, but I talked about it on my recent stream that I just have a problem with horses not dying like ever, and then they just like sneakily die when I'm out of the lot. So that's what happened with Lily. So that's really sad and she's gonna be missed, but at least we got to have her for a little while. But today is new skill day, which means that it's probably the best time for Rosalie to start working on her writing. It is Sunday, so she has plenty of time to work on that, and her writing is currently on level 4. But I also did notice something extremely important. When I go into university, she can actually apply to universities. That is huge. I don't know if I missed that before or if that's like popping up because she's about to be a young adult, but we do have to go and apply to uni, which is such a big step. But we know that Rosalie has been preparing for that for a while already anyway. But while you are preparing for uni, I also want you to go apply for scholarships. Not necessarily because she needs them, because uni isn't that expensive in the game for some reason, but we might as well just to see if we'll have any luck there. But it's so huge that she's already applying to uni. I'm so proud of her, and we know that she does have a course that she wants to go to already, so hopefully she'll get in there. So the application is on its way and we'll know the results in a couple of days. But let's take a look at the scholarships. So we have Food and Drink, Future Star, Education for All, and Henford and Bagley Resident. I think I'll have her apply for all 3 of these, and this one I don't really care much for. I don't even know why she has this one, but obviously these 2 just kind of make sense. And this one is hopefully from her writing skills, so I really hope she gets at least this one, but these 2 should be pretty much guaranteed. So she applied to all of the scholarships, so I'm gonna have her write some more because now it is even more important to have her write as much as she can and hopefully maybe reach level 5 today. So let's see what Flora is up to today. Oh, she's just taking care of the bugs. How lovely. Well, she did kind of take care of everything else then, and oh, she did actually a flower arrangement. Let's maybe sell that. That's good money. And let's see the rest of the chickens that we have, which is not that many, and our cow. Oh, but it's just so empty without Lily. That's just so sad. She's been writing for a while, but she finally reached level 5, so I'm gonna have her finally go rest, and maybe she can send a little message or even chat with Chastity, because I'm sure that she misses her quite a bit. They haven't really spoken today. And she could also, well, send a message to Elliot, sure, just kind of like catch up with everyone. And also, let's take a little look. Oh, there she is. Yeah, go maybe message Annie, ask her how her situation is going. And speaking of that, we should also trying to be like chatting with Harmony just to kind of like see if there are any updates about her situation with her husband. And Harmony actually says that there are some developments, there are some changes, so maybe she can come over and they can talk about it. Harmony has just arrived and Rosalie is quite upset by the situation. I guess that seeing Harmony is reminding her that her friend is in a really awful situation and she absolutely hates seeing that happening. So she is just so mad and trying to convince Harmony, you need to do something about your husband. It's horrible what he did. And Harmony of course agrees, but she's saying, well, just relax. I did take care of it and it's all gonna be good now. And I did actually contact the girl and I'm trying to help her out so she's not alone in the situation either. So that's, you know, quite good because apparently she gave birth today, so that's actually a big deal. So at least she had Harmony there in a really weird twist of everything, but it is what it is. When it comes to her husband, Harmony is not really saying much except that she took care of it and that she took Aspen's really old advice, which Rosalie doesn't really know what that means. But I think that we kind of know what that means because Aspen did offer a really long time ago at this point to get rid of Harmony's husband so she could be free and everything. But now the situation is a little bit different. I actually did see an option here, console her about a death, which is definitely a little suspicious. She did say to Rosalie, well, I'm a widow now. And of course Rosalie's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, what happened? And Harmony's like, well, I'm not really sorry about him. I'm just worried that someone might get suspicious, which Rosalie's like definitely a little concerned, doesn't really want to get involved in this situation. And let's not talk about this in front of Flora. I don't think it's really good for Flora to know anything about this because she's just so old and fragile that maybe this would upset her a bit too much. So let's just give her a hug and say like, oh, it was so nice to see you today, Harmony. Just really friendly things. And now maybe we should just send you home because Flora's getting a little bit suspicious. Like, it's okay when Harmony comes to visit, but it's obvious that Flora interrupted some kind of tense conversation, so things are a little awkward. So let's just hug her goodbye again and just send her on her way. And maybe just like go upstairs, continue working on your writing before Flora starts asking questions. So I'm just gonna send her back to the PC and practice writing. I mean, of course that Rosalie is kind of freaked out by what she just heard because although Harmony didn't really say anything, it is kind of clear what happened, and she's not really sure what to make of it because she never really saw Harmony to be like that, but maybe in some cases things like that are necessary. So that situation somewhat ended, but of course it didn't end for Annie because right now she apparently does have a child. Yeah, she did give birth, see, one child. So we will actually have to check on Annie some more and ask her, well, if she's upset with this development. I'm sure that she doesn't quite know what happened. I don't even know if those two were like in contact. It's probably better if they weren't. So Rosalie will just be distracting herself with doing some more writing and also distracting herself because she is missing Lily quite a bit. That was a huge thing that just kind of happened out of nowhere. But she is also trying to distract herself in a bit of a different way because she's thinking about Zik and about prom, all of that stuff, how she failed to hook him up with someone and then he found himself a partner that was actually the complete opposite of what she was looking for him. So she's realizing, well, maybe I don't really know about romantic attraction and gender orientations and all of those things. Maybe I should research them a little bit further because I totally messed up there, and if I want to be pairing people up, I need to be taking that into consideration a little bit more, which is quite funny because she is actually bisexual, so if anything, she would totally think that, yep, people could be attracted to anyone, but she was just putting Zik in this like little box where it just kind of made sense. But of course he could be attracted to someone else that isn't just a girl. So Rosalie kind of is reflecting on that and thinking, okay, I messed up there, I should be doing a little bit more research. So while she's doing that research, I'm also going to have her research maybe even asexual and aromantic spectrums and also do a bit of research on gender identity. Although it's not really that important for matchmaking, still it's kind of good to know. So she has read some interesting articles and maybe it's even making her think about herself, but right now she feels like she kind of knows where she's at. She has a girlfriend, but she's also attracted to guys as well. She kind of has a pretty good idea of what she's into right now. Of course, those things could change, but right now she's just kind of researching about it in general because she wants to be a really good matchmaker, and she can't really be a good one if she doesn't really understand what people are looking for. But it is getting a little bit late. Maybe I should actually send you to like go get ready for bed and everything because you do have school tomorrow, and if you do want to be a good matchmaker in school, you have to be rested. Well, it's the morning, so it's time to get up and start getting ready for school. I think that maybe she would be kind of excited to go to school and get away from everything at home because she is, oh my gosh, exactly because of this. I was gonna say because she is sad about Lily, so she doesn't really want to be around the animals and everything that are getting old. But as soon as I was saying that, one of our chickens is dying again. That's just so sad. I feel like all of them will die soon. Okay, well, goodbye, Eggy. Another one of the chickens is dying. That literally just happened back to back. That's so much. That's way too much. Oh my god, Cluckers, I'm so sorry. I guess goodbye to you as well. But we do have to go to school, which is probably for the best because we are dealing with way too many animals dying today. We need to start our school day by studying for the exams, so I went to the library to do just that. There's not really many people here, it's just Victor on the PC, which is a little awkward, so we'll just try to focus on studying here peacefully. Oh, but someone came over to chat with Victor, and it's actually a new student, Hayami. Hello. Let's do a friendly introduction to you then. This is one of your Sims that we did a makeover of on stream, and we have quite a few in the school as well, so hopefully we'll bump into everyone today. But let's go and introduce ourselves because Rosalie would like to know everyone at her school, and she is kind of relatively popular. I feel like people know her at the very least as the top student. So let's see that first impression. Oh, she sees her as very attractive. That's interesting. And Rosalie thinks that Hayami is responsible. I guess because she found her in a library, I'm assuming that she's coming over here to study as well. But Hayami thinks that Rosalie is in a bit of a dreamland, which I guess kind of makes sense. It is kind of what Rosalie's like. So we'll just let you study then, and we can kind of take a little look around the school to see if we find anyone else. I'm guessing that pretty much everyone is in the cafeteria. Maybe we can go here together. I am seeing some new faces here as well. We have Angelica and Alexandra and Colton. So let's try to introduce ourselves to everyone. So do some cheerful, friendly introductions. Hopefully we'll have time to do all of them before we go to class. If not, I guess that we'll just continue at lunch. Oh no, as soon as I queued them up, everyone's going to class. Okay, I knew that would happen. That seems to happen to me every time I try to do something in this school, I swear. But I guess at least we'll get to see what the class is looking like and what the situation is. She's sitting in her usual spot at this point. But oh my god, it looks like our class is actually full for once. That's crazy. So let's see who else is new. We have Elliot sitting next to us, and we have Lindsay, another one of your Sims, and Layla, one of your Sims as well. Angelica, we have tried to introduce ourselves to, but it didn't really work. So let's just go to the next classroom just to take a look. Oh my gosh, this classroom's empty. I guess since it is a new school year, basically, because it is like a new week, I guess that a lot of people from this class have graduated this week, so they're not coming. So it is kind of an empty classroom, but let's take a look who's in here. So we have Colton, who we've seen in the cafeteria. Oh, a fire drill. Oh my god, that's ruining my introductions. We have Hayami, who we met. We have Alexandra and Melanie. I think that's everyone, but we need to do like a little fire drill. What do we need to do? Evacuate the building. Oh my god, that's so annoying. I've never had this happen before. I hate it so much. Okay, at least we can actually chat with people while we're outside, so that's good. Let's do an introduction to Alexandra, and we have Colton here immediately next to us, so let's do some more cheerful introductions, friendly introductions. Angelica's enjoying the snow. She's so cute. And we have a Melanie here. I really want to make sure that Rosalie meets everyone. She is kind of like a student body president or whatever, so I feel like it kind of makes sense that she's super involved with everyone. I mean, she's not really making any decisions or anything. I just kind of see her that way. She has that vibe. I see that some tension is going on here. I saw that someone was arguing, but I'm not really sure who. Oh my gosh, the fireman and the cafeteria lady are fighting. That's really funny. I do think that Rosalie finished introducing herself to everyone just in time for the fire drill to end. So let's take a look at the rest of the first impressions. We have Alexandra, who she sees as unattractive and they have awful compatibility. Oh no! But they actually have really good first impressions. Then we have Colton, who she actually finds very attractive. Good compatibility. And they also have very good first impressions. Angelica, she has unfortunately bad compatibility with, but I do remember that she's actually like very anti-romance. So that kind of makes sense that they're immediately kind of not really that into each other. Oh no, Melanie sees her as in Dreamland as well, but everything else is looking quite good. It's a bit of a mixed bag with Layla, because Rosalie seems to really enjoy her company, but Layla not so much. Oh my gosh, Rosalie finds Lindsay annoying. That's really unexpected, because Lindsay is kind of the total opposite of Angelica, because she's all about romance, which should be kind of what Rosalie would be into. I guess maybe not, maybe in a different way. Well, anyway, let's just chat with everyone. Since everyone is still here, maybe we should move to the cafeteria, because it is kind of cold out here, isn't it? But still, everyone's kind of enjoying the conversation. Everyone's in this big circle, which is just so sweet. Everyone's getting involved. Rosalie is trying to introduce herself to everyone and everyone to each other, so all the new students feel super comfortable and welcome. I absolutely love that so much. But we are kind of like out in the cold. Maybe we should go to the cafeteria. I feel like that would be a more like sensible idea. So everyone is coming in, and we've seen Elliot just now, and she remembered, oh my god, I do actually want to, hook you up with someone. She's really keen on that idea. But since she did her research yesterday, she's finally actually going to be asking, well, what are you actually into? What am I supposed to be looking for you? But I mean, Elliot's not really that like set on the idea. He doesn't really care that much. It's just Rosalie's little side quest. She's just really into the idea. But maybe Elliot would kind of like it. She's convinced that she can find someone for him, but she's asking, well, what am I supposed to be like searching for? What are you into usually, if you don't mind telling me? Oh, and all the new students are sitting with her. She seems really popular with them, and I guess because she is like the friendliest with all of them. Oh no, Colton just gave up his seat for Elliot. But let's see, what is Elliot saying? So he is attracted to male Sims only. Okay, that's good to know. Well then, do we have any interesting options who we could be like immediately trying to hook you up with? Well, we don't really have any good options. We have Kai, who is very much so not an option, and we have Victor, who's already with Angelique, and I don't think that he is into male Sims, which is something that we should be keeping in mind a little bit more. That's why Rosalie did her research. But again, we are just going to class class, so I wouldn't really have time to do anything anyway. And we're sitting next to Angelica, funnily enough, who we don't really get along with that well. And Chastity's sitting one seat over. We haven't really talked to Chastity that much. Hopefully she doesn't mind, but Rosalie was quite busy trying to get all of the new students to be really comfortable, and I hope that Chastity understands that. She is feeling very flirty. I feel like she does want to go out somewhere with Chastity potentially, and she probably would take the feedback that she got for the last day idea that was supposed to be like a beautiful library. Now they could go to somewhere that Chastity would enjoy a little bit more. Fair enough. Rosalie wants to make sure that Chastity's also super comfortable and happy. Well, the school day just ended and she did a really great job, so I guess that we should treat ourselves and actually go somewhere. And I was kind of thinking, since we are at school, which is just right here, why don't we go to this boba shop, which is kind of close, and we could take all of the new students with us, including also, of course, Elia and Chastity, but we'll take all of the new students, so that'll be Colton, Alexandra, Layla, Hayami, Melanie, Angelica. Oh, I can't take any more of them. Wait, I need room for Lindsay and Angelica. Oh, I'm afraid Elia and Chastity, you'll have to come along a little bit later. We just arrived at the boba shop, but we are actually upstairs because we have some more privacy here to just kind of enjoy our time and relax. Oh, and Elliot is right here. Hello, Elliot. Do you maybe want to go dance with us? But we can actually get to know everyone here and try to have a good time, which is absolutely lovely. And Victor's here as well. Hello. Okay, you can dance with us as well. Maybe we should also like do our homeworks together so we're not just dancing, so we actually do something useful here. And oh my gosh, she actually got something in the mail. Scholarship results. Oh god. Okay, we'll actually have to open that, but maybe once we're home. Oh no, why are you going downstairs to do your homework? I thought that would be kind of cuter if you did that upstairs. But okay, everyone's doing their homeworks together, which is absolutely really cute. Most people don't seem that interested. Maybe we should stop and actually just go and continue dancing because that was a lot more fun. Everyone's coming back up here and we actually have Elliot here as well. So maybe we could try again and see if he has anyone else that we could be hooking him up with. So let's see our options. I don't really see anything. Well, I'm just gonna have Rosalie chat with everyone else then, since we don't really have any options there. But it is something to kind of keep in mind. But we are hanging out with everyone. It's actually so sweet. I love it so much. I don't know where Chastity is, which is a bit of a shame. I guess that she didn't really feel like hanging out too much, which is kind of annoying. Oh, and look at these two actually chatting. Colton and Elliot and this random person. Okay, I'm just gonna make you go away because you're kind of ruining everything. These two seem to be chatting, and Colton did actually give up his seat this morning for Elliot in the cafeteria. So are these two maybe like a little like a thing? That's interesting. Oh, and Rosalie has a crush on Melanie. Melanie, hello. Well, Rosalie has a girlfriend, so I'm not gonna touch any of that. But I was trying to say that, I don't know, maybe Colton thinks that Elliot is cute. I don't really think that that was like the intention for this sim, but maybe. Oh, now that they actually did start talking, I could try to say like, hey, I think that maybe you and Elliot should like get to know each other a little bit closer. I mean, Rosalie has been offering really helpful suggestions to everyone new today, so I don't see why Colton wouldn't listen. So maybe he would be interested. Those two maybe have a bit of a spark. Okay, let's see. Let's try. So let's try to ask him and just do like a little suggestion. Ooh, he sounds like a catch. I'll introduce myself. I hope I'm not making a horrible mistake because Elliot is our best friend. We don't really want to be like messing things up for him. He is right there. Let's see how that's gonna go. Oh my god, my game horribly froze at that, but they are going out. I can't believe my game just froze at that. That was just so horrible. The timing of that was terrible. But I guess I'll just have Rosalie investigate a little bit, and she does seem really excited about what just happened. So she can just like confirm a little bit. So what's happening with you and Colton? I did see that you two were chatting and he was sweet too in the cafeteria. So what's happening with that? Was I right? Was there chemistry? So let's see what Elliot is gonna say to that. She just gained a level of charisma, so I'm guessing that it kind of did work. I'm so in love with Colton. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's just go back upstairs then, so we can all just continue like dancing and enjoying our time together, because it does seem to be going really well. I can't believe that she actually brought these two together. I mean, it's quite unexpected, but I kind of love it at the same time. It's so sweet. Look at that, everyone gaining friendship. I love it so much. I feel like Rosalie would still want to do her homework here though. Oh, I can't find her homework. She left it somewhere. But that did remind me that we do have these scholarship scholarships that we need to be looking at, but maybe at home. So that's actually huge news, but so is this. So I guess that this day, although it started quite sad, it is going really well. But I am a little bit sad that we haven't really seen Chastity at all. I don't know where she's at, if she's still here. Oh, wait, what happened? I mean, everything here is looking good, but their relationship is kind of low, isn't it? Well, I'll try not to worry about that right now, but it is definitely something to look into, and she has a great reputation. See, I told you she's absolutely lovely to everyone, but I see that people are starting to go home, and maybe we should go home as well, especially because she didn't do her homework yet. No, I literally just arrived home, and another one of the chickens is dying. Cluckers, didn't you die this morning already? Actually, I thought that we already had a Cluckers die, but oh my god, that's just, as soon as we come back, it's just misery all over again. I don't even want to deal with it. But anyway, you need to be doing your homework, and I need to be opening these up. So, oh, she got the Future Star Scholarship. That's actually huge because that's skill-based. So I guess that her writing really is good enough. And she also got Education for All, which I guess makes sense because it is Education for All. And weirdly enough, she didn't get the Henfield and Bagley Residence Scholarship. What is up with that? That's so silly. But she got 2 scholarships. She is so thrilled by this. So now it's just a matter of waiting for her uni acceptance letter. Hopefully acceptance letter. Speaking of, maybe we should actually try to like check. Oh my god, we actually do have mail. Let's get, oh, we have bills. Okay, but let's still try to get the mail. She would be very eagerly checking the mail all the time now because she's really excited about this. But no, it's just bills. All right, let's pay those then and go to sleep. Oh, and today is Winterfest Eve, which I think means that Rosalie is going to school, but we are prepping for Winterfest tomorrow. So it's gonna be a really cute day ahead of us. But let's actually, speaking of, get you ready for school. So you just do everything that you need to be ready. And Flora's also up doing all of her chores. It is time for school, but believe it or not, I'm actually gonna send Rosalie alone and spend some time with Flora today because I have been saying it for a while, but Flora really doesn't have much left. So I just want to be spending some more time with her. So we'll just send Rosalie to school alone. Hopefully everything's gonna be okay. So let's hang out with Flora instead and do all of her chores and maybe just have her prepare for Winterfest to make the house all pretty. So we've put up some decorations. Everything is looking quite festive. And I've also set up a little tree area outside because we have no room in the house. I've ordered some groceries as well so we can actually make some food for tomorrow. So how about we actually go and make a grand ham dinner. And I'm also gonna be, oh, Harmony's calling. Oh my gosh, you have a crush on Zafira. I don't know if Zafira aged up at this point because she is a teenager. She isn't in school anymore, so maybe she'd graduate, but I don't think it's a good idea either way. But let's also make a winter cake for Winterfest. So the food is being made, the music is in the background, Flora's feeling good. Things are actually so sweet. She just finished the grand meal and it is looking absolutely amazing, so let's put that away for tomorrow. And the cake is looking absolutely beautiful as well. I'll just have her take a seat, rest a little bit, listen to the music, reminisce, and I'm just gonna take also a second to appreciate Flora because I'm gonna miss her so much. I've been playing with her for so long. I absolutely adore her, and it's gonna be weird without her. I'm already kind of saying goodbye, not gonna lie, but at least she's kind of quite happy now. Despite everything that she's been through, she's doing pretty okay. She's just so strong and amazing. I love Flora so much. I'm also having her make a Christmas rose arrangement, so she's making the house even more beautiful. She's really going all out for this holiday, and I absolutely love it because she never really got a chance to enjoy any festivities because there was always something horrible going on, but things are finally nice and peaceful, so she actually has time to focus on all of these really wholesome things. I think she'll finish it just in time for Rosalie to actually come home. Oh, and Megan's spirit is fading away. What a Winterfest Eve miracle, isn't it? But Rosalie did come back as soon as Flora finished her arrangement, so they're also decorating the tree so it's all ready for tomorrow, and they're having a lot of fun with that, which is absolutely adorable. But let me just see, you're thinking about Chastity. She wants to break up with Chastity. Thank god I checked that. Oh my god. I also have this read a book at the library thing pinned from like yesterday. I think that she's still not over that date that they were supposed to have in the library, but this is huge. This is actually really big. Maybe she's realizing that maybe that wasn't like the best idea, that relationship, that maybe they're a bit too different, because Chastity wasn't really involved in like that party thing going on at the boba shop. So I don't know, maybe Rosalie realized that she can be happy without Chastity, which is I don't know how to feel about it. I don't want to ruin the wholesome mood, so we'll deal with that at some point, but right now let's try to deal with like Winterfest festivities. They are decorating the tree, but I can't see any of it, which is interesting. But also let's both add a present for each other, so we also have that going. But you know what, Rosalie, because you are having these thoughts, maybe you could at the very least try to ask your grandma what does she think about all of these things. Maybe have a little deep conversation just to tell her that you are having some doubts and maybe you need some reassurance. So hopefully Flora will offer some good advice, and I'm sure that she's saying, well, if you have some doubts, I guess that you don't have to force it. If it's not for you, then it's not for you, but don't rush anything either. Just maybe have like another day or two to think about it, which is fair enough. I think it's good advice. So if anything, Rosalie, maybe you should be spending some more time with Chastity just to see if it feels right, and if it's wrong, then you can just go knowing that you did the right thing. So since we did everything at home when it comes to preparing for Winterfest, I think that it's okay to go maybe to Mount Komorebi to have like a full winter experience, and go to a little ice skating rink and invite Chastity. Look how low the relationship is. I actually don't know what happened. That's really odd, but I guess that Rosalie is having some doubts, which is interesting. But to make things a little bit more relaxed, so it's not just weird tension between these two, Rosalie had an idea to invite Elliot and I guess his new boyfriend, since they are apparently going out, Colton. So it can be kind of a double date situation, even though the circumstances are maybe a little bit awkward. So let's all try to enjoy our time, maybe try to skate together. Maybe that's going to be easing some potential weird tension there, and hopefully everyone's going to have a lot of fun. I mean, she is flirty as soon as she is with Chastity, so it's just a little weird. She's feeling like maybe she made a bit of a mistake rushing into a relationship, but maybe it's going to be okay. Maybe they're just going through something. They're both really inexperienced, so maybe they can work through it. But it does look kind of one-sided. I don't know what Chastity's really thinking. Well, maybe it isn't one-sided because Chastity was kind of staying away from that boba shop. Maybe I'll have Rosalie just get herself a little hot chocolate just to kind of try to relax a little bit. Maybe she's just overthinking everything, so you get yourself a nice cozy drink and maybe that's gonna cheer you up a little bit. Have a little sip, watch everyone skate. Maybe that's just gonna be making you feel a lot better. Still, she's gonna try to bring the romance back and do a little mistletoe kiss, and she did take it. Elliot just had to like stare at it. It's just really uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, she just refused a flirt from Chastity. Chastity tried to hold her hands and Rosalie refused it. Instead, they're just having a snowball fight, which is quite funny, but it is a little bit strange what's happening with her and Chastity. I really thought that this date would be like a really cute, wholesome double date situation, but right now they're like really close to a breakup even. So I think I will just leave it at that and we can kind of figure out what to do maybe for the next episode, but I don't really want to break up with Chastity on Winterfest, so we'll just kind of think about it, see if maybe something else happened or if things just kind of changed. They're teenagers, things just change. So if you do want to see what happens, you can click the next episode right here, and if the next episode is not out yet, here is something to watch while you wait. See you there.